Today's video I'm going to share my opinion about these two specific cases for Samsung Galaxy S9. Both are folio style cases made from leather, same functionality, similar design, but what makes the difference? And this one is $10 more expensive than this. Is it worth it? We'll see this in the next second. First, let's talk about the leather. The Speck Presidio is made from this PU artificial leather. It's created to look and feel like a leather but without having to use real animal skin. Here the Otterbox Strada Folio, as you can see, got a bird satin model. This made from a real leather. I can feel the genuine leather with some style comes with the pattern. And on the Speck, it's like a normal standard leather case. It still looks smooth and there is this stitches come out, look like a premium from the outside. Next, move on to the cover. Here with the Strata Folio, the thing that I love about this case has a magnetic latch to secure in both open and closed position. This I found is pretty handy when you're using the phone. The flip part won't be in a way because of the magnetic thing, while the Speck has no magnetic latch, so if you drop your phone there's a possibility it will open and can drop face first. And also the flip part open more than half. There's a plus and minus for this. This can be used better as a viewing stand compared to the Otterbox, but since there's no magnet, sometimes this case become very annoying for me while I'm using it. Storage wise, both have this secure card slot. The Otterbox can fit up to 2 cards, but when I put 2 cards inside, since there's no card separator, the inside card become very hard to reach and take it out. The Speck can fit up to 3 cards with this plastic clip that looks like a bit fragile over time if you open and close it daily. Next, move on to the bumper around the screen. Here you can see this Otterbox has a thicker bumper than the Presidio Folio. The bumper and protection Otterbox is way thicker than the Speck, but the Speck contains this impact absorption material inside the bumper that can withstand up to 3 meters drop, while the Otterbox from all the product range they got no explanation about how much they can stand against drop, and doesn't have this military standard thing, only Otterbox drop protection plus. But from what I found, the Speck polycarbonate is a bit harder compared to the Otterbox. Next, move on to the holes for the port. The Otterbox has much deeper hole than the Speck, so if you're using aftermarket USB-C cable with a thick or big head, be mindful to prior testing it. But from what I test using a big data cable, the Otterbox case still works fine and not really in a way. The inside part Speck had this cover, which for me is a plus in one side. Why? Because all the cards won't get direct contact to your screen, while the Otterbox, if you put card too much and using a skinny jean, the card will somehow have a direct contact to your screen if you don't use any screen protector to your phone. Move on to the button. Both have this protective style control, which means it's covered twice from the polycarbonate and the flip folio. Honestly, this thing is not really my favorite, as I'm describing in my previous video. This double cover makes your button hard to feel when you close the cover and a little bit harder to press. But regarding these both cases, Speck won for the button softness, both when you're pressing the inside and from the outside. Also, if you love to watch YouTube using your phone as a multimedia, I do suggest you using Speck. Why? Because this Otterbox claims able to use as a stand, but if you're in a slippery table, it is a nightmare to make it stand, while Speck is way easier since there's 2 folds in the folio part and you can easily stand the phone anywhere, both vertically and horizontally. As you know that Samsung Galaxy S9 have the edge screen, there is some problem when we use the screen protector because some cases not really have a screen protector friendly. So that's everything I know about these two specific cases. If you got any other opinion or if you have any experience with this kind of cases, please let me know in the comment, and we'll see you again in the next video.